Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to All About Racing for the fourth round of the season in Champions Division 2 in F1 Power Grids. The Baku City Circuit, of course, in the heart of the city, going through the Old Town as well. Circuit length here is... Have we got it? I don't think we've wrote it down anywhere. Apologies, we'll have to miss that one. It's the first time in a long time. 26 laps around this circuit. We'll just go over to this. We'll be able to get it here. Yeah, it's just over 6 kilometres, 3.7 miles in length, 26 laps to run around this circuit. 20 corners around this place. One of the longest straights on the F1 calendar, 2.2 miles in length. We're going to be running the C3 hard, C4 mediums and C5 soft tyres. 13 minutes left to go in the session. Lynx leading the Drivers' Championship as of right now. Famous Wayne in second, Quayex in third. Fourth is Egg, and fifth is Big D. The Constructors, Williams are leading that one with 186 points. Mercedes second, third Racing Bulls, fourth Sauber, and fifth is McLaren. 11 of the 20 drivers who we have this evening, so a full house, which is lovely to see, have set a lap. Make it now 12 as Mikey GTI crosses the line as well. So, as we find a driver on a lap, Mr. Beautiful, he certainly is not. So, Peaks Can Fly, though, he's on a lap right now, going down into turn 3 in the heart of Sector 1. A Ferrari, by the looks of things, getting out of the way there, coming through turn 4 now, back over to the right-hand side for 5 and 6. The chicane, the apex you want on the left-hand side. Down into the Old Town we go. It turned 7. Use a lot of that apex curve to cut the corner nicely. Could use a bit of that extra bit of road that he had on the left-hand side on the exit of the corner through the castle section. Nicely done. All nice and tidy. The 47 has almost going out of track limits there. I think he just had the rear left on the white line as he comes through the flat-out 13 and 14, now into turn 15, which is one of the more tricky corners on the track, and it can catch people out into the braking zone. Andrea Borg right now sitting pretty at the top with a 140.2, just about half a tenth up on the next car. So Pigs Can Fly there is a Haas 1-2 at the moment, provisional pole for him. The first driver into the 139s, 3/10, pretty much on the dot, faster than his teammate. 2 more drivers left to set their first time. As he comes around the final parts of Sector 2 towards that treacherous turn 15 now. Out he comes, and down the flat out straight now. We've got a couple of curves here. Williams slipstream going on with his teammate Hazard helping him out greatly there. Down the front straight we go, 20th to 6th, it's a 140.3. A lot of drivers in those 143s, 144, 140.4, should I say, not 144. 140.4 and 140.5. Very, very close and tight in the midfield. So 8.5 minutes left on the clock. Links into the pits, our championship leader right now. So pigs can fly. Not on a lap. I think he's got a bit too much battery. Or is he on a lap? I'll have a look at his times. He is actually, yeah, he's green in the first sector. Personal best for him. Wiggy going fast as well. It's a fastest first sector overall, lighting up on the purple colour on the screen. Out of turn 15 we go, and 16, sorry, should I say, and 17, 18, 19 flat out in turn 20, which is the slight right-hander after this one, and then all the way to the line, getting up to around 350 kilometres an hour with DRS open before hitting the brakes. Wiki goes provisional pole, so Peace Can Fly is faster but not fast enough. The Red Bull driver on top at the moment by around 3/10 with just over 7 minutes to go. His teammate Mr. VP Boy on a lap right now, and flying in that first sector, lighting up the screens with purple first sector. Would it be a purple second sector as well? It's a personal best second sector. Just getting a bit of a toe by the looks of things off a car ahead, maybe just slightly as we go towards the line, sticking to that left-hand side, and it goes third fastest. The Red Bull 1 and 3, and a Haas 2 and 4 right now. So those two teams looking very strong in qualifying right now. RS, our driver of the day last week, is coming up towards that turn 15 again, coming out of the old town and back down towards the coastline, down the hill here at the highest point of the circuit, and down the hill we go into the final braking zone of the lap, turn 16. And now we're flat out, head down for the line. 18th at the moment for RS. And 11th fastest for him this time around, 140.4, about a second off the fastest time. Wiggy going faster again. We'll cut to him, but it has now backed out of the lap. Andrea Borg is on a lap as well, or about to start a lap with 5 minutes to go. Would he be able to get back in again to get another lap in? And into the pits to get a new set of tyres. So just over 2 seconds separates the whole grid right now. I'm sure that probably will narrow down just a little bit later, with a few minutes left on the clock. So, Matt F1 out of the session. Yellow flags in the third sector. It's where he's lost the car. Or has he retired the car? Oh, sorry, no, it's a McLaren, not a Ferrari. So he must have retired in the pits, I think, with just over 4 minutes to go. Alligator off the road as well. Back on the track he comes. Just under 4 minutes to go. Anyone on laps at the moment? Quakes Gamer not out on a lap, but I think Hazard is. Oh, so close to hitting the wall on the outside of turn 8 in the castle section. I think he is still on a flyer at the moment. We'll see what his sector time looks like in just a second as he comes out of turn 15. Watch out for the wall, but he is recharging. And about to start his final lap. I would imagine. So pretty much everyone out on their outlaps now with just over 2 minutes to go. So Pigs Can Fly is on a cool down lap, ready to go again. Only 2 drivers in the pit lane, 17 of the 19 who are still available to set laps in this qualifying session. And it's going to get busy towards the end of the lap. Look at the track map, bottom right of your screen, and the bottom left of the track. Absolutely hectic in that final sector of the lap. Everyone's going to have to get themselves a bit of space. Just over a minute to go though, so they're all going to have to get on with it, as we've got a stream of cars going down the start finish. And I think maybe Fraser, I think, is one of the first cars. Is Alligator's not going to get around in time, no way at all, as Mikey starts his final lap with 45 seconds left on the clock. The only Ferrari left in the session, Raz and Destroy. I'm not even sure if Raz is going to get there. This is going to be very tight for him. So who is ahead of Raz? Hazard, never going to get there in a million years. So a few drivers are not going to be able to complete their final laps. We'll keep an eye on Raz before we go round, and to see he will be the first one to see the checkered flag. I think Raz may just get there in time, but as I said, Hazard and Alligator certainly will not get there in time. With a few seconds left on the clock, Raz and Destroy starts his final lap, and some others are out of qualifying. Alligator and Hazard are not going to be able to improve. Who is going to be the first car up to finish a lap? I think it possibly could be Big D, or we'll find out in just a second who it was. It would have been Hazard, so it is going to be Big D up first as he comes towards the line. 12th fastest for him at the moment, and goes 11th fastest overall. Andrea Borg takes provisional pole. Mr. Beefy Boy snatched it straight off him though with a toe that would have helped him out. Fraser goes up a few places as well, up into 8th place as all the cars start streaming through. We're just going to try and keep an eye on who's up next, as we've had Riley, who's going to be starting last. He's down and around 20th in the championship right now, below 20th, I think, as others are just coming through for their final attempts. Here comes Lynx, our championship leader. He stays 13th. Others go through there, so pigs can fly. Fraser, QX Gamer taking the flag as well. Here comes Wiggy, who is up in the first sector, down in the second, and now into the pit lane. Raz and Destroy and Chaz Knight Rider are the last two. Here comes Chaz to the line. He is up on his time, but goes only 15th fastest as we wait to see Raz come to the line now, but he is slowed down. Mr. Beefy Boy is going to be taking pole position here in Baku. We'll be back in just a second. So Mr. Beefy Boy takes pole position with 139.228. Andrea Borg second. Third is Wiggy. Fourth, Cold Steel. Fifth is QX Gamer. Sixth is Raz and Destroy. So Pigs and Fly. Seventh. Eighth is Hazard. Ninth is Fraser. 10th is Atmos. Wayne is 11th. 12th is RS. Lynx is 13th. 14th is Big D. Chasna Rider is 15th. 16th Mikey GTI. 17th Matt F1. Diablo in 18th. 19th for Alligator and F1 Riley starting 20th and last. And we'll be with you for the 50% Grand Prix in just a minute. So we'll have a quick look at strategies and what drivers are opting for. Mediums and hards for everyone by the looks of things, as the formation lap gets underway. And there are your tyres. As I said, we've got 8 drivers on the hards, 12 drivers on the medium tyres. Interesting top 3, of course. It's just alternating, top 4 should I say, alternating, and 2 hard tyres for 5th and 6th place. Mediums and a nice little block, and again you've got a big block in the bottom half of the midfield with the medium tyres as well. Interesting that Andrea Borg took the hard tyres. I'm not sure how it is on every track, but the tracks that I've raced on this season, Baku actually being one of them, the hards have actually been a very, very good race tyre actually, which has surprised me, I will admit. has really, really surprised me. And not much else to say about the strategy, really. It looks like it'll be a one-stop. I think maybe there will be a two-stop. 26 laps to race around this place. Air temperature 36 degrees. Track temperature 36 degrees. Air temperature 24 degrees. Doesn't look like we're going to get any rain in the proceedings here today. Got drivers now just starting to get ready and line up on the grid. So it was looking very good for both the Red Bulls and the Haas cars. So Pigs and Fly wasn't able to stay right up there in the end. But the two Red Bulls, of course, doing very, very well as Mr. Beefy Boy takes his place on pole position. His teammate right behind him, Andrea Borg, on that front row. How's he going to do on the hard tyres, of course? Waiting for a few drivers to line up at the back. F1 Riley and Alligator. So Mr. Beefy on pole, Andrea Borg alongside, 5 red lights and foot flat to the floor here in Baku, and Andrea Borg being a bit bogged down there on the hard tyre, has a Sauber alongside him of Cold Steel, and then Wiggy takes back the position as after Cold Steel getting a good start. Beefy Boy already getting a good launch. Here goes a Ferrari up the inside. This could be a bit of carnage into turn 3. 3 does not really go into 1 at that corner. Raz and Destroy already up a couple of places. Lynx as well at 4 places. Always gets absolutely excellent starts as he gets up another place here. 8th place for him as he goes into turn 3. The switchback for Famous Wayne as a car is ghosting, so Pigs can Fly. Yellow flag in the first sector as well, and that is for RS, who's now down right at the back, lost 8 places and into the wall at turn 3. Has he lost any wing? Not by the looks of things. And will be able to carry on. The top 3 and 19th place are the only positions not to have switched hands with any other drivers. Up the hill through the castle section we go, and through turn 12 and on our way towards the braking zone of turn 15. Mr. Beefy Boy still leads by just over a second. 1.3 seconds to Andrea Borg. We'll get the first DRS zone on the next lap out of turn 2 towards turn 3 in only a couple of corners time, and Mr. Beefy Boy extending the lead even more. The biggest winner, or winners should I say, by the looks of things on lap 1 well, Hazard definitely, because he's up into 4th after gaining 4 places. Mr. Beefy Boy takes the fastest lap of the race. DRS enabled, and we've got Famous Wayne and Cold Steel fighting for position there, and Cold Steel actually lost 2 places at the start, and Raz and Destroy into the pits on the opening lap as Andrea Borg tries to catch up, but Wiggy will have DRS and will be closing in on the Haas car. And here goes, so Pigs can Fly into 4th. It's looking very strong for both the Red Bulls and the Haasses right at the start. So Pigs can Fly, very, very good start for him, up 3 places already as RS is out of the running and retires in the pits at the end of his first lap. Still, that around 1.4 second gap between Mr. Beefy Boy and Andrea Borg. Well, so Pigs can Fly be able to catch up. He has got Hazard behind him, and Hazard hasn't got any pressure from anyone else. The hard tyres not really come up to temperature just yet as Wiggy takes second place. And it's a Red Bull 1-2, a Haas 3-4. And in the background here goes Lynx around the outside at T1, and Famous Wayne got clipped in the overtake and loses a few places. Was able to get it back under control again. DRS available for a lot of them here in the midfield, down into turn 3. Famous Wayne getting awfully close to the back of Koyek's Gamer. So of course Koyek's having a very good run out last week, taking the win in Austria. It was a Mercedes 1-2, it's a Red Bull 1-2 for this week. And of course we'll go to Manchester, have a look for myself as well. Mercedes jumped all the way up to second place after last week's performance. 50 points for a win, of course, in F1 Power Grid. Mr. Beefy Boy very consistent with his pace. Wiggy though does have the fastest lap, and Andrea Borg takes the place back again with Chaz Knight Rider. Here we go, we've got a big battle going on in the midfield here as we've got the Sauber looking as well as the Mercedes and Koyek's Gamer, and that was never going to pay off. The door was always going to slam shut. He was quite a way back, that was a day late and $1 short, and down in 18th after the highs of last week at the Red Bull Ring. Down in 18th for now. Through turn 4 we go, the slowest part of the racetrack coming up now in this sector 2 section, coming up towards the oh sorry, just trying to read some comments and just not able to catch up. Bear me a second, let me just get the comments properly up. So Mr. Beefy Boy now losing some ground, and Andrea Borg getting within that DRS window. The hard tyres now just starting to come into play as we're about to go on to lap 5. We've got Coviz getting virtual safety car deployed. Stabilises the race. Mr. Beefy Boy gets to take a breath. So, how long are we going to have to wait under this VSC? Drive-through penalty there for Raz and Destroy, and Chaz Knight Rider as well. He's got a time penalty. Mr. Beefy Boy, drive-through penalty as well for him, and that is an absolute disaster at the end of that VSC. Pushed the window, I think, of the sector. The sector times and staying within his delta, and it's cost him dearly. Drive-through penalty for him. It's going to give Andrea Borg the lead of the race. 3 drivers with those drive-through penalties to serve in the next 3 laps. Will Mr. Beefy Boy do it straight away? Drive-through penalty here. 18 seconds time lost. 18 seconds lost. And loses the race. When you say how can you join the race, you just have to join the F1 Power Grid Discord server. I think it's in the description of the YouTube channel. So if you look there, I think you can get in that way. Mr. Beefy Boy, I'm going to try and fight back. I don't know whether fighting really is the right option, because it's just going to slow him down. He should have just gone in for that drive-through. As we go through turn 6 and into the castle section, we'll see what's going on in the midfield here. Got a big queue of cars actually. Big old train. All the way back to Riding Atmos, just outside that DRS window. So on towards the start-finish straight once again, as we're about to go on to lap 7 with the leader, Andrea Borg. Mr. Beefy Boy pits for his drive-through penalty. Raz and Destroy still needs to do that. It was 18 seconds, the gap from the leader. He's going to come out in around 11th or 12th place, would be my guess. As you see all these cars going through now, he's going to come out behind Atmos, is he? Oh no, it might be better than I thought. Just coming out ahead of Atmos and behind Mikey GTI. DRS will be available to our former race leader, Andrea Borg, taking the lead of the race and almost 4 seconds in the lead and on those hard tyres. So we'll go longer than most others. Remember, there was only 8 drivers that started on those hard tyres at the start of this race. A few drivers have already pit. And everyone at the back from 13th place. And Hazard as well, who is also pit. I think he must have pit under the VSC early on. Oh, clouting the wall there, Mr. Beefy Boy. Has he lost a bit of front wing? I'll have to wait till the camera angle changes to have a look. He may have. I don't think he has. I think he got away with that somehow or another. So pigs can fly. Looking like he might take second place here, and it won't be a Red Bull 1-2 anymore. It'll be a Haas 1-2. It looks like it's going to be the case. DRS very strong around this place. The 47 Haas taking second place is Mr. Beefy Boy and Mikey GTI go for position here. Ooh, Mikey almost into the wall on the exit of turn 1 there. Of course, you've got that wall on the outside of the corner that kind of protrudes out and can be treacherous if you get the braking wrong or wheel to wheel with someone through T1. Here goes Mr. Beefy Boy again, thought about it, gets very close to the back of that Ferrari, but stays where he is and doesn't cause any trouble for anyone else. Out of turn 5 we go. Not turn 4, into turn 5 we go. And 6, and Mr. Beefy boy. Again, looking for the overtake. Surely not. Surely not. Into turn 6 we go. Must have got a warning for that. Surely. Oh, turn 12 now. On our way towards turn 15. Just check back a second. And we'll see. Yeah, he did cut the corner. It was turn 7, not turn 6. And would have got a warning for that. Surely. When is So Pigs Can Fly going to come in? As Wiki comes in to try and get an undercut on So Pigs Can Fly. Mr. Beefy boy, oh, going, oh my days, taking out Matt F1 into the wall. Safety car is going to be deployed for that is for sure. Matt F1 surely will be furious as Wiggy comes out the pits, down in 12th place. Mr. Beefy boy is going to be in a lot of trouble, I would guess. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane for Fraser. He will be able to get rid of that, of course, under this safety car. We'll put him towards the back, but probably the best option overall. Safety car deployed. Math 1 leaves the session. We're down to 18. We're definitely going to have to go again and have a quick look at that on the stream. So Wiggy came into the pits. We cut to those guys fighting. And yeah, the Ferrari's just there on a straight line by the looks of things. And Mr. E4 trying to overtake Cold Steel. Just didn't see the Ferrari next to him. I think that might be a slam dunk penalty there for Mr. Beefy boy. Is it too early for Andrea to pit here? Or is it going to force him to a 2-stop? He is going to pit, and his teammate is going to pit as well, but he should really be slowing up rather than speeding up. Oh, he's just caught right up to his teammate. To be fair though, they're probably both still going to come out. In first and second, regardless of this double stack. A lot of drivers actually staying out. Most drivers who were on the hards who picked earlier on, where I said that majority at the back. Oh, where is So Pigs Can Fly going to come out now? 5th place. Did bugger him a bit, didn't it? Quicks and the Alpine fighting into turn 3. And Diablo gets the penalty. Wow. Neither of them made the corner. That is bizarre. Well, Baku can throw up a load of surprises and a load of drama, and it's already done that. And we're just over a third of the way through this race. We've got a time penalty for Diablo. Wiggy and So Pigs Can Fly for some reason are switching places. Oh, they really are. Switching places for whatever reason. So I would say lap 11 will be the final lap under safety car. I think Fraser will catch back up. Diablo's stayed out. So I don't think Diablo, of course, will get the opportunity to pit again. Chestnut Rider for a serious collision with Cold Steel. What's going on here? I don't know why drivers get so close to one another. I don't get it personally. Just have treacherous situations like this, of course. Just waiting for Fraser to catch back up. So I think Fraser will catch back up just in time until we get going again. Just about. Safety car will be in at the end of the lap. There we go, very late call because Fraser turned up very late, but he will have warm tyres. A bit of a sunny haze trick there from the McLaren man, getting to the back of the pack and having nice warm tyres. Andrea Borg will get us underway. I think it'll be 2 stops for the medium tyres to the end for him. As he gets going just before the safety car line. Hasn't caught Hazard off guard at all. Going into turn 1. We've got a fight here between Famous Wayne and So Peace Can Fly. Oh, so close to the wall, and then Wiggy did go into the wall. As I said, it protrudes out and it can be treacherous if you miss your braking zone. I said it less than 10 minutes ago. The 2 Red Bulls now fighting for 7th place, going down towards turn 3. Famous Wayne and So Peace Can Fly once again. So Peace Can Fly around the outside in the Haas takes the position. 4th place in here, still looking very good for the 2 Haas cars as Andrea Borg is in the lead of the race on the medium tyres. Everyone else behind him down to 8th place is on the hards. He should make some good progress with clear air ahead of him into the castle section. As we got a yellow flag, a retiree. Is that going to cause a safety car? I don't think it is. It's Diablo that's out into the wall at turn 8, I think it is, and right in that castle section, down to 17. Race director, we are carrying on. Green flag racing, lap 12 of 26. So Pigs Can Fly, Big D and Mr. Beefy Boy. Wiggy comes, Famous Wayne comes into the pits as we go into turn 1. Mr. Beefy Boy taking a place where he had a collision with Mass F1, which brought out the previous safety car. He's now up into 5th place. DRS available once again now. Mr. Beefy Boy, the only one without it in this big queue of cars, as Wiggy looks to the inside, but Mikey also goes left. into turn 4. Track starts to widen out now into the chicane, the only chicane on this track, well, true chicane. I suppose you have got turns 11 and 12, but that's a very long and wide chicane, but that one's the more technical one, and right into the technical section of the track. 2 seconds is the lead now for Andrea Borg, and those medium tyres working well in this early stint. Are the other drivers so going to be able to go to the end on those hard tyres? People like Linkso and Hazard, who both have been on those tyres for quite a while. The pits earlier on before the safety car. Down the start-finish straight once again through the left and right-hander, flat out of course. Last corner of turn 20. The red light flashing on the back of that Williams. There is clipping going on from that Mercedes engine. It's a Haas 1-2 once again. 3 seconds though is the gap between those two. Will Pigs be able to go to the end on those hard tyres? 4 laps already, but of course just picked under the safety car, so realistically it's only a couple of laps of racing so far. Kvyat's Gamer and Riley fighting for position. Kvyat's able to make turn 3 this time after having coming together, or I don't know if they actually made contact or if they both just went straight on to avoid, one to avoid hitting the wall and the other to avoid Kvyat's Gamer. Oh, so close to the wall there for Chaz Knight Rider. He could not have got any closer there. Famous Wayne has retired in the pit lane, so we won't have a VSC or safety car or anything of the like. So, just watching the battle at the back here. Oh, Kvyat, he's going to go for a move. He said he is. Oh! And then has hit his teammate for good measure as well. And then Chaz hits Riley. He gone into the wall as well, breaking the number 1 unwritten rule: don't ever hit your teammate. The Dutchman, after winning last week, looks like he's driving angry. Been a little bit up and down this season, of course, crashing in Spain in the early part of the race when he was leading earlier on this season. Here goes Mikey GTI down the start-finish straight. Here's Wiggy as well, who's got some speed underneath him. And Kvyat's Gamer taking a place on cold steel. No other moves to report, and Chaz Knight Rider into the pits. He may be retiring as well. He may carry on though. Of course, it's a very strong likelihood of safety cars around this place. So, who will have to stop again? Everyone on the medium tyres will have to stop again, bar maybe Chaz. He might be able to get to the end, probably will be able to get to the end. And Hazard and Lynx will be the others that will probably have to stop. It's still another maybe 20 odd laps on the hard tyre. That's a long way. Fraser as well. Raz and Destroy close. I think the drivers may be on 5 laps. They may just about get to the end. But it might become quite interesting towards the end. There'll be a tyre offset from others who have done that 2-stop, and will they be able to catch up in those closing laps? The tyre advantage will be massive for others who make that 2-stop work. I just can't see the mediums lasting 15 laps. Tyre deg round here is big, massive tyre degradation around this place. 1-2 for Haas. Looking in the background, Lynx and Mr. Beefy Boy, who's up another place again. He's got to be careful on his tyres, of course. Pushing as much as he is, it's going to really hurt him in the final few laps. We have 10 laps to go when we cross the line. And Chaz going really fast at the moment. Looking at the timing screen, purple first sector in a personal best, middle sector for him. He might be taking that fastest lap for now. I'm sure I said we'll have others pitting later on. I'm sure we'll get Andrea Borg, retiree for Chaz Knight Rider, and he was going quicker, but has retired down to 15 now. The yellow flag in the first sector. And hopefully that car will be away before this man, Andrea Borg, gets to that part of the racetrack. I think it will pull over now to the side and ghost out of the session. Mr. Beefy Boy back into the podium places now. As we wait to see where Chaz's car actually ends up leaving the circuit. I think it'll be here at turn 3. That should be the end of the yellow flags, and is. Got 15 drivers remaining in the session. And the majority of the retirees have been of their own accord. Is Mr. Beefy Boy going to be able to close in on So Pigs Can Fly? It's been a very good recovery drive up to now, we will admit. Extremely good through that castle section. Out past the grandstand on the right hand side, and will he be able, as we ride on board, see So Pigs Can Fly in the distance? He may do out of turn 15. Yes, he does. That gives you a little bit more of an incentive. May even just be able to catch the race leader down the start finish. Hazard will have DRS. Good for him as well, because he's losing ground. As you hear that Red Bull bottoming out, he doesn't have DRS actually. Not at all. And isn't making any inroads on So Pigs to Fly. '13th, 14th and 15th, Mikey, Wiggy and Riley all pit now and have gone on to hards, mediums and mediums. So the mediums will definitely go to the end at this point. I was thinking we were almost looking at a soft tyre to the end. Oh, bit of a mistake there for Andrea Borg. And So Pigs Can Fly is gained a few tenths here, just under that one corner. Lap 18 of 26. Chaz Knight Rider leaves the session. The two Hasses go down into the final braking zone of turn 16. 8 laps for Andrea Borg on the mediums. 8 laps on the hards for So Pigs to Fly. And should start to reel in his teammate at this point, as Andrea Borg looks like he commits to the pit lane entry. This is where it's going to start getting quite exciting with what other drivers do if they try and eke it out to the end, as he trundles down the pit lane at 80 kilometers an hour. Hard tyres. Interesting, maybe the softs just won't go the distance. Going to come out in 7th place just. and will be on the charge now. Still a decent amount of the race to go. Lynx in third will definitely have to pit 100% very, very soon as well. Hazard as well. Yellow flag in the first sector. That's for a McLaren. And down in 14th now for the McLaren driver. And front wing damage as well. And probably, I would guess, will come into the pits at the end of this lap, would be my guess. So these two at the front will go to the end, would be my guess. We're going to have 7 laps to go. Means we've done 17 laps on the hards. Doable, but it's going to be tricky towards the end. Andrea Borg now going to be pushing on his hard tyres that he's just put on. Surprised it was hard tyres that he actually chose, but maybe that was really his only realistic option. Hazard getting closer here to Lynx as we go into turn 1. And hasn't taken the place fully yet. Lynx staying with him, cuts in front of him onto the racing line, and the other Williams of Big D may also be taking a place. Lynx on those hard tyres for 15 laps and should be coming to the end of his tyre life, still holding on to 4th place. Big D's tyres, not the best condition either. He's been on those for 10 laps, so we'll be starting to feel the wear about now. We've got Andrea Borg there in the background, our former race leader. Mr. Beefy Boy, 4.5 seconds off the race lead after losing it earlier on. As I said, fantastic comeback drive from him. So out of the 3 we're watching at the moment, definitely Hazard and Lynx will pit. And I would imagine this lap, I just can't see them going to the end. It's a long, long way. Maybe they will. Here comes Big D though. And on his teammate as well. It's going to be a double overtake into turn 1. Is it? Is he going to make contact with his teammate? No, keeps it clean. And now takes the place fully. And it's let Andrea Borg catch right up. And this is what I thought we were going to see. A massive tyre advantage for the Haas driver is Lynx and Hazard, I think, are going to try and go to the end. Andrea Borg now right underneath the rear wing of the second Williams and tries to go for a move here at turn 5. Gets the place done. That was a lovely overtake. I don't think Hazard was even thinking he was going to try it. He's got the place into 5th. Has a little peek to the right going into 7th. More so just to pull off Lynx, who will be struggling so much on those hard tyres now. 16 laps, coming up to 17 laps on those hards. Everyone in the top 8 on hard tyres. Wiggy on the medium, so he should be going pretty quickly as well. So keep an eye on him, as Andrea Borg only got one more place to make up to have some clean air beyond the podium. And as I said, should have a massive tyre advantage with still a good few laps to go, a handful of laps once he gets past Big D, which should be inevitable as they all fly through turn 19. And that lovely camera shot as Big D weaves around a little bit to try and break the toe. Here comes Andrea Borg. Should be able to just get him on the brakes alone, just with the grip that he should have underneath him compared to Big D. Gets the move done before the braking zone of turn 1. Now he's got 8 seconds to gain, which I think is probably a bit of a tall order. But we'll see. Should be a lot quicker. When he's over a second a lap faster on the previous lap alone and making overtakes. So let's see if he can really get the hammer down. Mr. Beefy Boy, 12 laps on those hard tyres. Same for So Pigs Do Fly as well. So a really good result for Pigs, down in 14th. Remember from Spain in the first round, he went on to a softs at the end, and there was a late safety car, tried to take the risk to take the win. I thought he was going to win at one point, but wasn't able to be. His teammate today, though, spun out last week in Austria. Looking strong this week in Baku. He's finished 7th last week, on the podium for now this week. .6 seconds now the gap. I just don't think it will be enough laps remaining to catch up. Maybe he will. We'll just have a look. He did just set a personal best lap time on the last lap. Lap 22 is a 145 dead for Mr. Beefy Boy, for Andrea Borg. It was a 143.1. It was 2 seconds, or near enough, 2 seconds faster on that previous lap, and now it's only 5 seconds. And the hards really start to come into their own, actually, at around this point of the stint, around lap 4 or 5 usually. They really start to feel as grippy as they ever will be. On the other hand, Mr. Beefy Boy and Pigs will be struggling now. I think the win is out of the question, but certainly with 3 laps to go, Andrea Borg has a chance here to catch up, but has to really get a perfect lap in every time, qualifying style laps for the next 3 laps. Keep an eye on it. Again, another personal best time. The times are coming down. It's a 43 dead again. 45.3. It's another 2 seconds faster on that lap alone. Through turn 2 we go. As Koyex and Mikey GCI very close together. Razin Destroy into the pits. Front wing change, soft tyres for him. And Koyex now eventually making the place. 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds. We're getting a little bit too overexcited here. 3.5 seconds to Andrea Borg and Mr. Beefy Boy. Lynx catching up to, falling away from Big D. 19 laps, Lynx. I'd have thought he would have pissed. I can't believe how long he's gone on the hard tyre. Just under 3 seconds. The one thing that's been lovely today, and hopefully no one will get one now, no time penalty, no track limit time penalties at all. It's not the easiest place to get track limit penalties. Only really turn 7 and turn 12 are the places where you can get those time penalties. Andrea Borg, not this time around though, taking a personal best lap, 1:45.3 and 1:43.5 again, almost 2 seconds faster on that lap alone. With 2 laps to go, he might be within striking distance on the last lap. Mikey GCI and Koyx Gamer still in a squabble at the moment. 1.9 seconds, 1.8 seconds between Andrea Borg and Mr. Beefy Boy. This is going to be close at the end. Can he get within DRS and have a couple of opportunities of an overtake? Battery's being charged. I'm sure both of them, they are charging up the battery to attack and defend. 1.4 seconds is the gap between these two. It's just coming down so quickly now. I think it's almost going to be inevitable. It's been a fantastic final stint though from Andrea Borg. And within DRS, it's going to be easy. For Andrea here, he's going to get it done into turn 1 with a lap to go. As Mr. Beefy Boy really tries to hold on, but it's going to be no use. It's going to be 3rd place for the Red Bull man. And they hope that the DRS might help him out here. But I just don't think Mr. Beefy Boy will be able to stick with him out of turn 16. I mean, he may be able to. I would be surprised though. Still got quite a way of the lap to go. But so pigs do fly. Extremely strong performance from him. Is Andrea Borg almost outside that DRS window. They're a few seconds behind. And now getting to that crucial point. And Mr. Beefy Boy, I think, won't be able to hold on to the end. Alligator tyres will be classified, though, as he's done over 90% of the race distance. So pigs do fly. Wow, what do we say about him? Started in 7th place. Looks like he's going to take the win. He is going to take the win. There's no doubt about it now. Out of the final few corners. And weaves already with hundreds of meters to go. So pigs do fly. Takes his first win of the season. Andrea Borg is going to take 2nd. It was Mercedes 1-2 in Austria. It's a Haas 1-2 on the streets of Baku. Mr. Beefy Boy comes home in 3rd with a fantastic comeback drive for him. And what a podium we have for you. Big D taking 4th. Lynx in 5th. And that is the end of your Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Just waiting for the final few. And we won't have to wait long, as the McLarens finish dead last today. Or do they, as we get very close to the line. Riley takes it at the finish line. And takes 12th place. Raz and Destroy, this man you're seeing, will take the fastest lap today. That is your podium there, and here is your drivers with their stats for you to see. We're going to add the people that we haven't added so far. As Joseph says, finally to his win. Going on to the next. So Pigs Do Fly takes the win from 7th place. Andrea Borg takes second. It's a Haas 1-2, as I said, on the streets of Baku. Mr. Beefy Boy takes third. Big D for 5th. It's Lynx. Wiggy is 6th. 7th. Quirks Gamer. 8th is Hazard. 9th is Mikey GTI. 10th is Atmos. 11th is Cold Steel. F1 Riley in 12th. 13th Fraser. 14th Raz and Destroy. 15th Alligator. 15th was Alligator, Chaz Knight Rider, Famous Wayne, Diablo, Matt F1 and RS all did not finish the race. My driver of the day today, I think, is going to be, hasn't it? It's going to be So Pigs Do Fly with his first win of the season. I'll let the admins know in just a minute. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night with another day of racing for F1 Power Grid and Apex Performance Series on Thursday as well, as per normal. Thank you very much for watching. Keep subscribing to the channel. Almost at 500 now, guys, so keep hitting that subscribe button. It will make me very, very, very happy if we can get there by the end of the season. Until tomorrow night or next week, Division 2 once again. Until next time, we will see you then, and we'll be back on the streets of Singapore for next week's race in Division 2 on F1 Power Grid. Till next time.